Today, let's talk about cholesterol. Cholesterol, my goodness, it gets such a bad rap, and people just think cholesterol is bad, 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 and even more bad. But that's not the case. Today, I want to talk and get through the misconceptions about cholesterol and how to manage it, what's good and bad, etc. And just so you know, in the notes or comment or below is that you'll see a link about cardiovascular disease. And so any more questions about this, I really go into detail over a course I have. It's free. You can sign up for it if this really drives you to know more about things. So a little bit different video, more of me kind of out here versus more production, which I do enjoy. I love that creativity part of things. But let's get into it. What is cholesterol? See, cholesterol is nothing more than a waxy fat-like substance found in any and all cells of the body. And the body actually makes cholesterol. It makes from the liver. So there's really no need for you to consume any kind of cholesterol whatsoever. And I think that's where the concern comes in, because people consume a lot of cholesterol. The cholesterol is not found in plants, but found in animal foods. And so in the United States, people eat a lot of flesh, whether it could be fish, turkey, chicken, beef, pork, whatever, but that's where cholesterol is found. And so therefore, a lot of cholesterol is in your body. See, cholesterol is nothing more than like a little package they call lipoproteins. And there's LDL, which is low density, and HDL. HDL is what's considered the good cholesterol, and the LDL is what's considered the bad cholesterol. In this package, that is where, in the inside, that's where the actual cholesterol lives. On the outside, you have these proteins that hold everything together. Don't get too complicated there, but let's get into the good and bad of it all. So the bad cholesterol, the LDL, right? That is what contributes to the plaque in arteries, which creates high blood pressure, which tells you something wrong with your body. That's not so much a disease. The plaques continue to grow, which will then lead to some kind of cardiac event, other health issues. Okay. And so that's where people are like, oh my gosh, let's manage this cholesterol. But the thing is that, well, I'll get into it. See, so LDL, it's another but a carrier protein whose job is to carry chemicals or hormones to every cell in the body. That's what it is. It's a carrier protein. And it also makes bile to break down fats when you eat fat. It's a very critical component of the cell membranes, because that's what helps keep everything nice and loose. If you didn't have cholesterol, everything would be stiff and brittle. So it's very, very important to make sure things are pliable and your body is designed and moved the way it's supposed to move at a cellular level. It serves as a brain antioxidant. It coats your skin and makes sure it's soft and protection. And furthermore, it is a raw material from which your body manufactures vitamin D. So a lot of times people say, oh my gosh, I have vitamin D deficiency, so I need to take vitamin D. But what happens if you're taking something, a statin drug, to lower your cholesterol? And because of that, your vitamin D level is going low. So you don't really have a vitamin D deficiency, but you more have a medical or medicine intervention, which is driving down your cholesterol, which is creating a vitamin D deficiency. Hope I didn't lose you there. And furthermore, what's really important about cholesterol is that it's a building block for hormones, and hormones are which are the communication chemicals of your body to do what it's got to do. So from cortisol, estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. So very, very important. That's considered the bad cholesterol. But however, you can see the importance of that in your body. So is it a really good thing? You always just try to manage this cholesterol? Let's talk about the good cholesterol, quote unquote, good cholesterol. And that carries cholesterol from the body to the liver. And then that's when it's actually removed from the body. So you have something that takes it from the liver, the LDL, out to the cells. From the cells, back to the liver is the HDL. Excuse me. The role of HDL is to clean up inflammation. It's very, very important to remove all of the LDL inflammation from your body. Otherwise, chronic inflammation will lead to more chronic diseases. If you change your diet, it reduces your need for the HDL, because you don't have a lot of LDL cholesterol floating in your body. So you don't need a lot of HDL to go out there and grab it and pull it back at all. It protects against atherosclerosis. High levels can actually be useless. So you're not really trying to add more HDL to your body by eating omega-3s, etc. And if you actually have low levels of it, it can actually be a really metabolical type of powerhouse in your body. So that's the difference between LDL and HDL. Let's go further, a little bit deeper here. So when we talk about the cholesterol levels that people try to target, according to the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute, they're saying it's desirable to be below 200 milligrams per deciliter. When I say high is above 240, borderline is between 200 and 239. Ideal under 200. Well, I don't really agree with those assessments or those levels, because you want your ideal total cholesterol to be between 150 to 175, 180, some in that ballpark. Ideal LDL, you want to be between 80 and 100. And if you can achieve that, HDL is really irrelevant at that point in time. Now, it's the ratio between HDL and LDL, it's not that important. You just want to make sure that the cholesterol of the LDL is down below those levels. You don't have symptoms from having high cholesterol. No one can tell you, oh my gosh, I have cholesterol, I'm experiencing this. No one even dies from high cholesterol. Furthermore, all cholesterol is it's a marker for coronary artery disease and the cancer risk. That's the only thing it is. And so then we have people say, oh my gosh, because of that, let's manage it. Let's bring down the cholesterol levels. I just told you where cholesterol lies in the foods we eat. It's not about just our bodies create it automatically. So if cholesterol is a big concern, you just got to change how you eat, reduce the consumption of meats and animal flesh, increase the intake of plant-based type foods. And I didn't say eliminate animal foods. I said decrease. Because if you decrease it, then you're already managing at a lower level. In that course I shared with you down below, I actually go into studies, really good studies, that explain how quickly cholesterol can be lowered by just changing their diet. Now, they manage it with statins. Let me tell you about these drugs. These drugs are nothing I would take, and there's no reason to take them, especially when you have more of a natural way of managing cholesterol. There's Crestor, right? Crestor is a statin drug which supposedly reduces cholesterol, which it does, but also it's trying to save you from a heart attack. That's the premise here. So it's better to have it in your system than to not. That way you can reduce a heart attack. Here's the deal. It only reduces that major cardiovascular event by 1.2%. That means if you don't take the drug at all, you still have a 98.8% chance of not even having a heart attack. Lipitor reduces the event to 1.6%. That means you have a 98.4% chance of not even having a heart attack if you just don't take the medicine. So that really making a big, meaningful difference in your life? Is that statistically significant to actually make that decision to take that medicine? Only you can actually make that decision. So here's the deal. Statins do not reduce the mortality when used for primary prevention at all, even in higher risk patients. It just doesn't. And there's muscle fatigue, increased diabetes, there's muscle damage. There's 100% of people who take statins actually have 100% some kind of function loss cognitively. 100% of the patients. So that's cholesterol in a nutshell. Is it really bad that you have cholesterol? Is cholesterol good for the body? Is it good to manage it? These are all questions you have to ask yourself and really dive deep in and be informed and stand up for yourself before you make a medical decision or have any kind of medical intervention. That's where that course I provide about 2 hours of just straight information about cardiovascular disease, including how to manage it with different medicines naturally and the roles of cholesterol. I highly encourage you to check it out. It's free. I'm not sure how long that will be like that. The link's below. But otherwise, always make sure you are informed. And that way, when you're informed, you can make the best informed decisions based upon objective information that's out there, based upon your values, and you do what you believe is best for you and not what others say you should do, whether that's doctors, the FDA, the CDC, the drug companies, big food, no matter. So I hope this information was valuable. I'll look forward to seeing more people on the live next time.